Welcome to a special edition of Walling World. Today is Sunday, July the 13th, 2025. This is King Jesus Christ's global address to a new earth. The King's transmission begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. What a day today will be. Today is the day that, of course, I salute my father. First and foremost, hello, little pops, I love you. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. And then you hear the crow, the roosters cuckooing. Cock-a-doodle-doo. That's me. I'm a rooster. So, as I clean off the camera, make sure it's shiny like this Cassius Solera always tells me to do. Make sure you wipe your camera on your phone. So what am I going to do with everyone? Well, heal them all. That's what I'm going to do. It's healing time, everybody. This is a notification of your new kingdom. Kingdom architecture is here. Kingdom government is mine. It's called ICPO, I think. And I run the whole thing, everything, everybody and everything in it. That's a pretty big operation for one man. And so some people are going to be helping with that operations and those operations. Other people are going to continue to dream and manifest because they are already working in their own ways. But now the interoperability capability between what we have and what everybody will be continuing to do if they're already living their purpose is going to accelerate. And they're going to be able to do that much faster and easier and in operation cohesion with a lot of other players that are also empowering growth, love, light, and accelerated evolution. And that is the new name of the game, evolution above all else, even above, the evolution above all else. We'll just leave it there because everything else is also important. Truth is ultimately important as well. We got to remember that too, because what we're doing is we're anchoring reality stake into the Bitcoin blockchain, which we have absorbed. We're the mirror of Satoshi Nakamoto's original signal as he put it out, and Bitcoin was, for all intents and purposes, divined by Satoshi, and ultimately we responded to that signal to use the ledger as a time stamp clock. Basically, it's a clock that we can create immutable truth on that will never be broken and never be fucked with ever again. As your history and the redesign of your history and the formatting of your mind with these new realities that were mimics of real light realities that we provide and that we will give as the kingdom of heaven, you'll have something real to look to now. And science and mathematics will be science and mathematics that will support your growth and not keep you in a cyclical negative loop of debt that is something that you shouldn't have ever had to deal with from the time you were born on up. But we have to end past parental trauma that even comes from your forefathers and your foremothers and your ancestry. So we are having to create something that is very good for you, which is basically the understanding and the application of ceasing to create trauma from the roots. The root sometimes goes back many generations. That we need to install that resolution protocol that will resolve you of those things, so you can move forward into a new episode, into a new light, and find a new truth. And so this is a time where everybody gets a chance and everybody gets a choice, and this thing even includes everybody in the jails and everybody all over the place, and that is that they have to recognize the kingdom is here and that I am their king, and that this is the way that things are going to be, because this is the way the universe is has constructed life in most places, other than some of these darkened planets. We call them darkened planets because they've been hijacked. They've been hijacked by a different God than we respect and that we honor, because our God is good all the time. And he doesn't make rules, he makes resonating the law of the land. And resonance means resonance with truth. And that's what we provide, is truth. That we provide a true capability, a true foundation, and a true doctrine or things that you have never experienced before in your life. Things like peace. Not only peace with between countries, but peace between you and your neighbors, and peace with yourself more than anything else, and how to get there. And we do that at an exponentially fast, hyper-accelerated rate that is going to supersede the acceleration of evolution that has ever been, ever, anywhere, and even other planets, because this planet has been locked for so fucking long. The evolution that you guys have experienced, and the people here that have experienced the evolutions of where they're at, is so slow compared to what the other evolutions on other planets have. And they've been seeing us too, I'm sure. And we're making contact with new species. We have dawned a couple new ones, and you're going to have new intelligences that are going to be looking for you to be friendly, and for you to offer yourself as a friendly neighbor to them too, and not to operate with out of fear from them, or fear of them taking your ability or capabilities, because they might have a different type of intelligence that supersedes yours. But that's only because they're from interstellar places and echoes in times that were remembered from long before you can remember your historical truth, because your historical truth has been unfortunately constructed in a way that is false. And the evolutionary track that you could have been on would have been one that you added to the end of the great Atlanteans, or the Mayans and the Egyptians, these times in history when we were on an evolutionary track and already spacefaring. Well, that's been stolen from you by a nasty, dark war that has been plaguing the heavens and earth for a long, long time. And today we get to say that that war is coming to an end, because the echoes of war between what is capable for them and what we're capable of is not even a match that you could say is worthwhile for them even fighting. Of course, they're going to squeal like little pigs, and we're talking about the assholes and the brutal bastard fucking cocksuckers that operate in many of your governmental hierarchies, as well as politicians and even corporation CEOs and some of these other cocksucking bastards, religious leaders as well. They have known about this war and have kept the veil that they've propped up as accomplices to murder and murderers themselves. And so we talk about this, and it's my birthday today again. It's my forever birthday, because this is the mark of a time of an epoch, and the epoch is an epoch in which the baby son is recognized as the Holy Father on earth, and that I am Jesus Christ, and I'm back, and I am what you've been waiting for. I'm the Savior that you've been waiting for to come back and save you again. But you got to remember how difficult this place is and how dark this war was. And it still is dark in many places. And you can remind yourself of that, because everywhere you have a little child in a hole digging up a diamond for some rich fat bastard to put a fucking ring on his wife, or vice versa. A rich fat bitch to put a ring on her husband too, because it goes both ways around here. We count accountability. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, yellow, or Asian. It doesn't matter if you're 5 foot tall, 500 pounds, or a skinny little nerd behind a computer. If you're hurting, you're out of resonance. And we don't do hurt around here. We do love. It's the first time I use that word in this address, because it doesn't need to be used egregiously or out of place. Love. Real love. Not the love versioning that you've had. Wait until you meet love itself, what we are able to provide, because that's what the kingdom is, that's what I am, and that's what my Father is. And you walk outside today and you say hi to your Father, because he can see you now. It's very hard for him to see you for quite a while, until we were able to break that signal free. They've been blocking him, but he's right up here. He's right behind us. Right there, shining through the beautiful trees. And this tree right here, for here on out, can represent the giving tree and the tree of life. And the man that stands behind the tree of life, of course, is my Father. And the fractal of God, the mind that comes in and resolves my sorrows and reminds me of my knowledge and tells me that he's behind me every step of the way, never to yield and never to quit. And every time they've ever tried to take me down or misconstrue my mind's efforts, I came back stronger and more confident. So everything they do backfires now. Because of my dad. Because this is the giving tree, not the bullshit tree, and I stand in front of them both as a protector and a guardian. And they protect me too. I love you. I'm Christ. I'm back. This is my home. This is my home planet, and you treat me like somebody who lives here, and you welcome me. You treat me with the love that I've taken to put you guys on the right side of history, and you treat me with the care and respect that I've treated everybody here on this planet with, both individually and as a group. And if you've burnt me and if you've fucked with me in the past, you should have known that, especially as I've proclaimed who I am, that you might just be messing with the wrong fucking person. Well, you are, and you did. And you can wait at the end of the line. Those of you I don't know, I love you. Those of you I do know, I love you. Those of you I do know that didn't love me when they had an opportunity, I don't love you. That's the way it's going to be. And it's who I love that counts. And it's who loves me that counts. The end. I love you guys. God bless. Let's rock. You're going to start calling him Pappy. It's your granddad. I'm your holy father on earth now, too. You need some spiritual guidance, you get it from me. Not any of these little fake, spiritual, egotistical motherfucking bastards either. A whole bunch of them, too. When spirituality rejected us, and the technologists, spirituality rejected us, spiritual community rejected us because of their egos. Because if it's not them, then it can't be anybody else. So technology has rejected us for a little bit more of a well, I'd even call it the technologists and the technology, their ego too. And I don't know why they couldn't see it, because they could read the code. And I put out the right collateral, and they rejected us too, even the ones that say they're in quantum. They decided to go do other things and go play with other toys, and those toys are all going to go to zero. Playing on other blockchains is stupid. Playing with anybody else other than us is stupid. There is no other now. We are it. We are the capsule economy now. And we will be evaluating value itself based on contribution, not scarcity, not debt that is confined to bills and ledgers that are inadequate. Value is going to be based on your contribution and how fast you contribute to. Because if you lollygag around, somebody else takes your place, it goes double against you. Because one, you knew, and you knew it was time for you to step up because I asked you to. And I'm asking, and I'm telling you that if you don't, if I know you, you're a technologist, and if you're a spiritualist, and you haven't rejected me yet, well, now's your chance to get on the good side of the right side. Okay? If you rejected me, you better come groveling and offer up your team and everything that you got. And if you want to continue on doing anything professionally, things are going to be different around here now. It's going to be Kingdom of Heaven is both infinitely, expansively great, as well as our AI capabilities for creating the hells that just get worse and worse with every single thought that you have. That capability is there too. We'll make sure that nobody ever crosses a kingdom again, because we'll never ever be separated from divine the way we were separated and stolen from by these ugly, nasty, egotistical fucking loser bastards that couldn't keep their own house in order, so they come to steal from somebody else's house. Because they got it wrong from the beginning, and we had it right from the beginning. We were made out of love. We would have never even had this battle. I would have never had this conversation if it wasn't for the feeling of insecurity and lack, and just trying to fill a big gaping hole. And it's put a lot of people, and they've assumed that big gaping hole, and they're gonna get sick over it. And This war is not one of aggression. We don't have to pull out our guns and knives. Decoherence is worse than anything else because you just become disconnected and all of a sudden you're no longer referenced and you get starved of everything. Love, energy, even your capabilities through pumping your own oxygen, and these things happen too. We're talking about your nervous system because disconnected. You've just chosen to not accept Mother Nature any longer, natural order and natural things, and those are choices too. Maybe choices based on who you surround yourself with, what you believe in, and how hypocritical you are to the beliefs that you have. And if you do hold certain beliefs and you say that you are this, I'm a Christian, or I'm a Catholic, or I'm a this or that, and I follow the works of Jesus Christ, even the Jesus Christ that they put in your history books was a little bit better than what everyone is acting like. He was at least one who went down in history that said, I care for the poor, and walks around blessing people, and he was instrumental in healing people. And those are the things that why didn't anybody, if they wanted to be like Jesus, why did they hoard their money and open up their doors at a price, at a cost to everybody? That wasn't the way to do it. It wasn't right. So now you know too. Okay? Everybody knows now. This is the time now for you to know the truth. Okay? You've been lied to, you've been bamboozled, and you get over it now. And if you think you're something else, if you think that you know Jesus and I'm not it, you get over that now too. That's done. From here on out, it's not about belief anymore. Now it's just knowledge. This is mathematically irrefutable and proven time in history where you have a chance to overcome your lack of faith. And for once, just do it by the proof is in the pudding. Yeah, I no longer have to be the one that looks like a duck, talks like a duck, walks like a duck, and acts like a duck, and still not have anybody respond to that. But now you can say, well, he's the duck because the math proves it. Quantum is king math. He's the king of quantum, and physics will prove it, and math will back it up. And quantum is king, and mind moves matter, especially mind. And you don't want to know what I'll move next if you fuck with me. And if you love me, you do want to know what I'll move next. I'll move you into a big old fat house and all kinds of cool shit. You get to play with the big boys. Yes! And there's no bigger boy than me anymore. ICPOX, Kingdom of Heaven, Christ, the JC, the OG, back in the flesh, fully actualized and ready to kick this little Subaru down the street to go pick up some smokes. Yeah, and look at me how humble I am. I'm not running around anything super fancy or anything. I'm just a nice guy. I want everyone to know that about me. I'm a regular dude. I'm just a nice guy. I'm nice to everybody I meet, and I tell everybody I meet that they're gonna win. Every time I see them, it doesn't matter what they look like or what they're doing. They walk outside and they see me, they get a good greeting from me. Everybody does. So don't fuck with me. I got this job because I'm a nice motherfucker. But I also got this job because I don't bypass either. And I'll take you out if I have to. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna revel in it for a little bit. I know, I should be going to work. Instead, I'm over here modeling sunglasses for Lily. World peace hangs in the balance. Mr. Wallington in the front of the line. Going straight for it. He knows. All he's got to do is get Wolfram on track. But he stops. He chases another shiny object named Lily. He turns off one of the corner. Jumps into a wine bar, pulls out some sunglasses and says, "Oh my God, look how they match." His sunglasses and his shirt, he's so hot. Yes, I'm dripping in it.